Oh my God, beautiful.
Oh
Hello.
my God.
What do you mean? I'm oh my God to you.
I'm like your biggest fan.
Girl, shut up. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you serious?
Oh, okay. Since I learned about you, I cannot stop watching you.
Oh my
You're
God.
hilarious. I feel like
I
we're
can't
already
believe
best.
I'm in shock. Like, are you
Hi,
kidding?
bestie.
Oh, please. I'm your biggest fan. Are you joking? Listen, as if you watched me. I cannot believe. Are you serious? I'm not.
I
You're
literally
freaking
can't
me out.
right now. I feel like I'm just watching you on YouTube still. Like this is
Oh
so
my
cool.
God.
I so you know what's great is that I just finished your reaction to 8,
Oh,
and
really?
I like I'm I'm a part of the show, but it still just gets me. I'm just like I just get gutted every single time, and I was
Yeah.
trying so hard not to cry my lash off. Like it's just
Oh
so
my
good,
God.
and
You
I'm so enjoyed it. I'm so glad you
I'm
enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It actually worked out perfectly that I ended up posting it today. And I'm glad you got to watch it.
Yeah,
Because
no,
like,
I was trying to. I was like, I kept on going back to your page. I was like, I want to know what he thinks of 8. I want to know. I want to know because you're just so you are so transparent. You're just so honest, and you're so raw. I was like, I just want to like, yeah, because there's so many things. Everything is just so open ended. I
yeah,
want to know what happens. I want to know what
literally,
happens. So
literally, like I
wild.
I didn't expect to get attached to this show. But first of all, I should introduce my video. Oh my God. I haven't even done my
Oh,
intro.
wow.
Like, oh, what the oh my God. See, this is the vibe we want
You're like, who
today.
is this?
Oh my God. Okay. I'm so excited that you oh my God, this is okay. Sorry, I'm like freaking out because like I love you. Anyways, okay.
I love you.
Oh my God. All of my bitches, hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today, I am joined with the one, the only, Aubin Wise, the queen, the myth, the legend herself.
Okay, I will take all of it.
Yes, you will, because you deserve it after your performance in this show, honey. Let me
Thank
tell
you.
you. Especially like episode 8. Like you just watched it yourself. You broke me. You saw me watch it, like
Yes. You were just like,
floored.
and then my favorite thing is just like, you're like, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I was like, I'm fucking stressed. Are you kidding me? All right, I can't. Can I curse on this?
Yeah, girl, fuck that. You
Yeah.
can do whatever you want.
I was like, I'm stressed. When we were filming, I didn't read any of the Fairmont stuff
Yeah.
because
Oh
I didn't
wow.
want it to affect me because, the character doesn't see it. She doesn't know
Yeah.
until I watched the episodes. I was like, God, I cannot wait till the show comes out or when they give us a link to preview it because I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I really don't.
Mm.
So when I watched the show, I was like Lord have mercy. Fairmont's got some drama.
Yeah.
I thought Burns is, I mean, we have drama too, but it's just like, wow, they really got some things going on over there.
Yeah.
So it was just the whole thing was just so cool to watch. And then just like the editing and when they put in special effects and like the music, huh? It's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah, true. Because you guys obviously get to film, but then like obviously you don't get to see like the finished product until like it gets released on Netflix. So
yeah,
like you're just like, holy shit, like all these
yeah.
effects. Yeah.
We're filming any of that. It's just we just go in and we do our work and then we just kind of like hope and pray that I mean, of course, we have amazing people on this team, so we knew it was going to be good.
Hmm.
But you just hope and pray that it all makes sense when it comes together.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly.
it's just so interesting because we do so many takes of the scenes, and not a whole lot, but it's just enough to give our creatives and like the production team options. So
Mm.
if they want to take it a different direction or a different tone, they would play with that. So it was just so interesting to see what version they picked and how they splice it together.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. So yeah, it's
That's
just It was great.
That's amazing. Like I was like I said before, like I never like I heard a lot about this show. Like the fans, like I don't think Netflix really promoted much about it, but like the fans really were hyping up the show, and I'm like, what is this
Yes.
show? And I was like, I saw so many things online that the fans were hyping it up. God bless them. And I was like, okay,
It literally is
yeah,
all a band. And then coming
literally.
from Victoria Schwab, she has
Mm,
a whole cult following. So
yeah,
literally everybody that came from her neck of the woods, and then plus, Emma Roberts, and then we got Kara, and obviously Felicia, our showrunner. So everybody just kind of like merged worlds.
mm.
And then, but I'm like, Netflix, could we have a little bit more promotion?
Literally,
A little
like
bit more.
honestly, I was like, huh, this show, like there was hardly anything. And I'm like, hello, we need to like hype this shit up, but we don't get shows like this often. Like it's
Yeah.
very rare, like especially like to have like, you got two queer characters as the leads, and like you don't have that, on a lot. Rarely.
It's
And
a
a vampire, like, yeah,
primarily female driven matriarchy. Like, and
exactly.
it's all about the powers that be with on the female side and
Mm,
how they drive forward. So I mean, there was, like you mentioned before in your review, Heartstopper, that's literally the other show
mm,
that's sort of in the parallel.
yeah.
And I was like, yes, he's absolutely right. If Heartstopper got a season 2, come on.
Yeah,
Come
literally.
on.
You saw the watch minutes. There was someone tweeted like how many times the family, how many Netflix minutes or whatever it is, that it was
Yeah.
more than Heartstopper. So like, where's that season 2 and 3?
I know. And globally, the numbers for our show was cute globally. So I was like, we have to. I mean, I want to know what happens.
I think we all do. Like after that ending, especially. Like, okay, we'll talk about the ending because like I have questions, but like they're just gonna be like everywhere. But like, since we're talking about that, let's just talk about episode 8 because I will need to know you and your whole performance in the finale was one of my favorite things that I've ever watched. And you just like brought me, like I was like so emotional. You crying and you were just, oh my God. And just talk to me all about that scene with Theo.
Those takes. Cried so hard, you're just like, oh my God, I need an Advil. You're like, God, my head hurts. Literally. I was like, can I just get some coffee or something? It was really, I mean, I like the dramatics. I like those raw, visceral scenes. Like personally, I love filming or doing that type of stuff. So it was really fulfilling for me, and especially it was some major situations happening, so it was just hit very home to me. I have a 3-year-old son, so I can only imagine what it would feel like, to have that happen to him. So it came from a very real place. It came from just a very real place. So it was easier to do.
Yeah.
Than, I think most people. I mean, if you didn't have hard to draw that, where would you draw that from? If you didn't have any kids, So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it was just
it was just so fun. And then everybody is so good. So literally, like when you're doing these scenes, you're playing off of each other. There's, and so you're just, I mean, however, the other, like Theo, watching him and just seeing the pain in his eyes, because he becomes completely primal.
Yeah.
But you see that there's a little bit still there. Theo is still there, but there's a monster that comes forth and takes over. So, and I think it's great that because Felicia, she wrote the last episode, and I love how she gave him still she kept the human in him, and she kept the feelings, because when Talia gives him away, you could see in Theo's eyes, he's scared. He doesn't know, and this same being that he turned into is his worst nightmare. It murdered his mom. So just imagine, like, oh shit, worlds collide. I'm stressed.
I literally was stressed the whole episode. I'm like, no way. Like, finding out he became a vampire, I was like, oh my God. And then like, Talia's reaction, I was like, and I had a feeling that like if anybody, like Talia said, because she mentioned, I think you mentioned, well, yeah, Talia mentioned, I think it was episode, or when she kidnapped Oliver, she was like, I will do anything for my kids, like, no matter what, like, wouldn't your mom do the same for you, you know? So it's like, it was in the back of my head, like, maybe she would do something to protect him, because like, it just seems like something that, you know, she's a mama bear, like, she'll protect her kids at all costs, no matter what, you know? I
Yes,
love that.
exactly. So you can almost see that happening. Could you imagine if it didn't happen? Oh my God.
Oh, if I was like, there was no way they
Hurt
would
me.
kill Theo, no way. Like, I would
Yeah,
have freaked out.
exactly.
Like episode 7 had me shook. I was like, no, thank you. Like,
I
bring
want to see the first episode of season 2 and what happens between Talia and Jack.
yeah,
I'm just
oh
thinking
my,
like,
yeah.
that duel. I mean, we
Like,
obviously want to see Talia and Margot,
yeah.
but
I mean, like Talia and Jack
Talia,
after that, like you went through the glass at the, you know, the wine glass at the fire. Like you're already rightfully pissed, you know. That can you tell me about that scene when you threw the glass?
oh
Like,
my God. Okay. It didn't take much, let me tell you. So, oh God, I love Jason so much, but he really did bring it out in me.
Yeah.
I love him so much, but he's very convincing. He's very convincing.
Yeah.
So, that was a last minute, right? Like, I think they probably wrote that scene that morning that we shot, or maybe like the night before. So it was very last minute. It was kind of like a plug in, like we need to see exactly how the absolute break in between the two. And when we were shooting, it was a new director that came in for that. And it was great. The director is amazing, Salim. And we have a rehearsal before we shoot, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I had real glass. So the drinking part was a little longer than what they had put in the show. But I really was just like, for the rehearsal, I sat there and I don't think it was written in that I smashed a glass. I don't remember what was written in. But Salim, our director, was like, okay, let's rehearse this. You know, where, you know, because there's the fireplace, there's Jack, but Jack wasn't really there that day. And Salim was here and he was just kind of like doing for angles. So he does this whole thing, imagining like what it would look like in the camera.
Yeah.
And he was right in front of me and I had the glass and I actually threw the glass. And of course, Salim was like, like he freaked out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to actually throw the glass. So anyway, that was a highlight of that day.
Imagine.
But when we shot it, Jack wasn't actually sitting there. We had to do it separate because obviously I don't know how to keep from throwing actual glasses.
Yeah, you could like cut or something, like some glass in somewhere.
It was funny too because after I threw it, because I had to get that shot, then they brought in Jack. And so, Jason sat there and then they had I think it was our props assistant, but she had the glass and she was mimicking throwing it so that, really you saw her throwing it against the wall. And I remember being on the sideline being like, okay, now get in there. Don't be scared. I was just, I was like, make me look good. Make me look good. I want wine on the whole fireplace. Like, so she was laughing and stuff, but yeah, she had a good arm.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite things. I was like, damn, like, I didn't expect it. So I was like, okay. I was like waiting for it, but I didn't know she was gonna, you want to do that. And I'm like, oh damn. Oh, like she's pissed. Like she's pissed. Like, my best pissed. Like, don't fuck with her, man.
Crazy.
Oh my God. But you know what? It's the best kind of crazy, That's what we love the alpha women. We love the alpha moms. Like, that's it. Like, that's what you expect. Like, that's what,
It's power. It's boss. It's don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Stay in your lane.
Exactly. That is what drew me to your character this season. Because, like, as one of my questions was, like, you and Elizabeth Mitchell, you got two alpha women, you got these two, boss women. And, like, they're at a force with each other. But, like, it's the scenes you two have together. It's just so captivating. Like, it's just so fucking good. I'm just like, holy shit. It's amazing.
Me and Liz, but it's also like coming from like, okay, Talia's side and her demeanor and her energy and her also the way that she parents versus Margot and how she's a parent to the girls and to Oliver. And it's just like seeing those two worlds play. It's funny. It was so good playing off of Liz. Man, Liz is she's brilliant. I mean, I could literally just watch her and learn because she's been in the entertainment industry, in this industry for a while. So she knows all of it. She knows all the information. She knows, and just her process, like watching her work. I was just like, and I don't do a lot of on-camera stuff. I'm a theater kid. I do musical theater.
I checked you out, girl. Don't you worry. I looked at stuff. Don't you worry.
Well, so here's the thing. There's nothing good of me online. So please, everybody, do not YouTube. That stuff is old. Come see Hamilton on Broadway.
That's right. That shit, go ahead.
Okay. So, but yeah, it's just, so being a theater kid and being on set and then watching the pros work, it's just, I feel so lucky. I mean, Liz is brilliant. She is brilliant. And her take on Margot, there is no other actress that I could think of that would be able to pull that off.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like Gracie as Eleanor. What?
Yeah. Oh, please. Oh, everyone was perfectly casted. Like, everyone brought 100% to the role. It was just like,
yes.
Like that's why the show is so underrated, and more people need to watch this if they haven't already. Because like, people might think it's like a campy like teen show, but like it's not. Like it is. Well, but like,
the promos were just very like just very cut and clear. Like this is what it is. But little do you know, our detour through the season is just wild. It's a ride because it just keeps building. It just keeps building the tension and the situations.
Yeah.
And it's like it too. Like that scene between the two moms on the phone with the girls.
Oh, please.
That little snippet of a scene where Julia is like, to Margot, she's like, Mom, don't come pick me up because I'm not going with you. And then it goes to Talia and Cal, and Cal's like, I'm not going. And she's like, what? Say it again. Like, I love that. I love it. It's too real.
100%, because like it's so funny because like you think Margot and Talia are like completely different, like they are, but they're also the same in a way. Like obviously, and that's what the parallels between both your characters is that you think they're so different. One's a hunter, one's a vampire, but really they're just two mothers that want to protect their kids at all costs. I feel like that's where they would find common ground.
Yeah, like the Hunter family of Burnses, they are just fulfilling their duty. They have a job.
Yeah.
They're on an assignment. That's the only reason why they're there. And they're there to protect humanity. So it's not just to be out for fun, killing monsters and slaying vampires. It's like, we are here to make sure that everybody is safe and stays alive because this thing has risen again. And we've only learned about them. And what's scary is that like the family, like we don't know anything. We don't know enough about them to keep people safe. So that's just, in itself is just like high stakes. And then on the other hand, the Fairmonts, they're literally just trying to live.
Yeah, they're not really bothering anybody. Yeah, they're just like, they're feeding but not killing. Like that's fine, At the same time,
the only way they can like live is to feed.
Yeah, they can feed and not kill. Like Eleanor is big shady when she kills, but like when you feed and not kill, that's fine. Yeah, like and then that make that compel. I forget. Nothing wrong.
She had it correct. Eleanor had it correct when she had her go to at the bar.
Yeah,
her little, her feeding partner.
Yeah.
She's like, she does the power thing and she makes him forget. So every time you do it, it's like the first time.
And it heals too. Like the bite heals as well. Like it heals it, so like you can't even tell. Yes. So like, so really they can just get away with it and it's fine, But then they have to fuck it up. But
exactly. It's just that like when I was watching the show, like as a whole, there are so many questions that I have.
Literally, though.
I'm like, wait, so is Clayton Cook really dead? Is he like? He's pretty dead. He's as dead as it comes. But like anything happened in the show.
Yeah, anything, and that's what I think. Like this show has because I feel like there's so much mythology in this show that it's not just about vampires or hunters. It can start off like that. Like Buffy, it started off with vampires and it became like a whole battling gods and stuff. So like who knows where this show can go. So there's so much potential on, in First Kill, where it could just be anything goes. And that's what I love.
It's anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And it's getting darker and darker.
Yeah.
And just like, so everything is literally high stakes. Like, and we can just take any path, any road. There's so many open-ended information right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I have so many questions. I have so many questions.
I got you.
Yeah.
You're just like, where's the reveal? Like, give it to me. Like, we need to know. Like, what happened? Like, is what's Oliver going to do with Theo? Like, what's his plan? Like, as you said, Jack and Talia, like Talia and Margot. Like, also, are we shipping Talia and Margot a little bit? Because I feel like, I mean, look, I'm just saying. I was like, I could ship it. Like,
can I tell you a secret? A secret when this gets out. I didn't know what the hell ship meant.
Oh God.
Like I know. Oh my God, you're like, oh, poor old lady. No, but I literally
oh, please. No, it's fine.
I'm so not current. I literally had to when the fans and stuff, they started messaging me and I see all the messages. I love it. And all the fans are so sweet and they're so like real and they are here for all of it. And I'm obsessed. Yeah. So when they started messaging me, I literally had to ask them. I was like, guys, what does ship mean? Because there was like a lot of edits with this ship.
Yeah.
And they told me, and I was just like, that would be a whole nother show. That would literally be a spinoff.
Yeah,
like
100%. Oh yeah, 100%. Like I fuck with it. Like it was.
There's first ship and there's first ship.
Yeah.
And then there. Or could you imagine? First ship.
First ship, Talia and Margot. I'll watch it. I'll watch 100%. I'll watch it.
Oh my God. That would be hot.
Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And I feel all the gays will just die for it. I'm just all lesbians will be gay.
I know. I know. Yeah, so one thing is, and I was just thinking about it, like watching your reaction video, Talia doesn't actually know how he turned. She wasn't there for that information.
Jack knows, and Jack and Apollo knows. They know.
Because Talia wasn't in the front yard when they were fighting, and Juliet came out like, I did it, so it was me. That was me. So I'm just thinking, like, what does that look like? What would happen directly after that scene, like when Talia takes off?
Like, would Jack tell her, or like, would he not tell her out of spite,
or would she just go straight for the throat and not care about explanations?
Exactly. But then she just saved her son, from being killed. So like, will that apply to like Juliet? Because Cal obviously loves her. So like, would it? So there's so many questions. But like, Talia's mama bear, like when she finds out, she would just attack first, ask questions later, kind of thing.
Yeah,
who knows? Like anything
broke, and I think this is like a moment now where she's like, "All right, I'm about to fix this," So
yeah.
I mean, could you imagine that team up? Maybe she texts Margot like when she gets back in the car and she's like, listen, sis, we need another meeting. Meeting outside. 15 minutes and let's talk.
Literally, it's like we got some talk we can discuss. We got to discuss some things.
Let's talk. So, I mean, yeah. And what? Something else that was crazy to me is that I noticed, and I didn't know this before because I wasn't there for when they filmed it, is when Cal is telling Juliet, she's like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life figuring out how to kill you and everything like you. Yeah. And then Juliet was like, well, you're gonna find out sooner or later. And then she puts her hand to her chest.
That was my theory. That was literally my theory.
And what's funny is that I was thinking that when I was watching it before.
Yeah.
And And then you said it, and I was like, yes.
Yes,
That's the answer.
she had to hint. She would have had to hint it. Like, that's what it means. Like, it has to be the heart, something with the heart.
Yeah.
Like, rip the heart out or whatever. But that was my theory. I was like, why would she do that? That just seems like such a, not weird thing, but like, what a,
It's
you know.
like no, but it's very like foreshadowing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's so many little bits and pieces in the show, and then you will only know if you like rewatch it.
Yeah.
That is literally foreshadowing.
100%, 100%. I think everyone needs to go back and do a rewatch, get those numbers back up already
and
high.
Everybody, I'm gonna make a PSA announcement. You know, public service announcement
Yep.
is that you have to rewatch the season because Netflix. The only way that we can get our season 2 is that if we are just rewatching and streaming and just continuously enjoying, and then more people learn about the show that way. If you scream it from the rooftops, watch first kill. That's how we get our season 2. It's all just like it's just a little streaming competition.
Exactly. And the fans got you, don't worry, because I see all how good the fans are all crazy on there, like, you know, rewatching. I'm seeing it all, and they're amazing. They're amazing. So
oh my God.
We trust the first kill fans. We trust them.
Yes. They're amazing.
They're amazing. So one of my favorite things, the action sequences. So like I think it was episode 4 when Talia's family came and attacked Juliet's family, like that whole like little bit of Margot Talia little fight, like a little teaser for like a big fight at that point. Like talking through that whole action scene, like honey, I was stressed.
Our rehearsals for that were lit. Our rehearsals for that, me and Liz came in with our little athleisure pants, and we were like, let's go. Where the stakes? Where the stakes at? But yes, it was just so fun. You know, it's funny. Okay, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. So they had wardrobe, Mercedes. She had put me into some Converse boots.
Yeah. And
so I had a choice to pick between, you know, what would Talia wear to fight? And I was like, well, I want her to be sexy. Can we get something with a little kitten heel?
Yeah.
And so they put me in these Converse boots, and the heel was probably about, I want to say about 3 to 4 inches. Shit. I had some height in these heels.
Yeah.
So fighting in those was real interesting.
So she can walk in heels and fight in heels. Please say less.
Yes.
Like, say less.
It was real, but shooting it was real interesting because we're literally on a hill. The grass was wet. There was mud. I think maybe they had the sprinkler system going like maybe moments before we started shooting. And you can't tell in the footage, but I slipping and falling. And then Liz, I think she had on some heels because they're at the, you know, their huge event.
Yeah. I
think she took the heels off, and they didn't catch this, but I'm pretty sure Liz took her heels off, threw them to the side, and we just charged for each other. How hot is that?
Like, come on. Like, and of course everyone's shipping after that. Like, everyone's gonna be shipping even harder now. Like, are you kidding me?
So
like, come on. That's
so
amazing.
Weird. And then to like fight in that dress that she was wearing, I was like, come on.
Like, these women are hot men. Are you kidding? Like, this, oh my God, please give me hot, powerful women, and like, I'm sold. Like, I don't need to see anything else. Like, that's it.
Exactly.
Like,
that is a whole show in itself.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, the spin-off would be number 1. I'm telling you, that spin-off, everyone would pass out. Like
Netflix, hello, Netflix. Spin-off, please. Spin-off. Yes, absolutely. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah. Little mini-series spin-off, 100%. Make it happen. Like, we need it. Everyone needs it at this point.
First ship.
First ship, that's the thing. Trademark that shit.
So corny. It's so...
Or first hunt. Since it's first kill, maybe first hunt. Because Talia is a hunter. First hunt, I don't know.
Yes.
There are options. There's options.
I was trying to incorporate them being in a relationship. Just because I shipment the other day.
What's the ship name? What's the ship name? Do you know the ship name? Is there a ship name? Do you know?
Wait, say it again.
Is there a ship name for Talia and Margot? Targo?
Um,
Malia?
it's Malia.
Malia?
Oh wait, what other way around? It would be Malia, but there was another one.
There was another Targo?
Aldo?
With the T, I don't know.
That sounds like a chocolate. Talgo. That sounds like a chocolate bar.
No, it literally does.
I like Malia. Malia's cute. Hashtag Malia.
Yeah, I think Malia's. If you're wrong, I mean, correct us in the comments, I guess. But I don't.
Yeah,
think
please.
please, because like
Let us
before
know
we get
what you
spoiled. Oh,
Talgo.
it's happening. We're gonna manifest it, please. Thank you.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Oh yeah. I also another one of my favorite things in the show was the family dynamic with the Burns family. So like you, Amani, Dominic, Philip, Jason, all you guys, like, was it an instant connection when you first met, or like how did
It was?
It was, yeah.
It was, and it was perfect because when so Amani was on set first because she had a lot more footage to cover.
Yeah.
And then I came in. And I'm pretty sure once I came in, we started filming our scenes together. So it was like the steak moment, and I think there was like a couple more. Yeah, like her in the bed upstairs. There's just moments where it's just me and her. And then slowly but surely, the rest of our family trickled in, and we just all met each other. And we even my birthday was May 8th, and so we all went. And Jason was so sweet. He like reserved us like this. He's so fancy too, bougie, but he reserved us like top floor of this like little club thing, and we all just kikied, and it was great bonding for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. What a great like that's amazing. Jason, hello.
I know.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to hit him up, be like, sir, it was my birthday in June. Okay, thanks.
No. He is such he's hot.
Yeah.
Ooh,
girl.
Jason, chocolate drop. I mean, he's just so easy to be his wife.
You have to get in line. I think I have to get in line.
But we all just got along so well. Like, they really couldn't have cast this show any better, just because while filming, I literally love my boys. I love them. And like, I was out, I would check in on them because all of our trailers were like next to each other. So we would go into each other's trailer and be like, hey, what you doing? So it was so sweet. It's so sweet.
That's amazing. I guess that's part of the reason why I like, the chemistry between the families, just because, you guys genuinely care about each other in real life. So it's like, it translates to screen too, which is why it's like extra special,
Yeah.
That bond. Yeah.
We were always with each other. Like, we would spend 14-hour days, 12 to 14-hour days, filming. So we we created that bond, which is just amazing. It just makes it so easy to film and to,
Yeah, exactly. You have a great time, everyone's having fun, and it doesn't really feel like work,
Very real.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of skipped a few questions because we got like sidetracked, but
no, it's okay.
But this is like what I love. Like, I have like a base thing,
like, so
like, it's good. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's fine.
I love
it. So what was your initial response to actually getting casted as Talia in the show?
I flipped my shit.
Yeah.
So I freaked out because when I first got the material for the show, just to read it, I did a self-tape.
Yeah.
Because everybody was in LA and I was in Chicago, and that was the only way during the pandemic. That was the only way that I could audition. And I was reading this and I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And it just rolled off my tongue. Like, sometimes you'll get scripts where you're just like, ooh, where the dialogue is a little disjunct. And so you have to make it make sense for you. So it's a little more, it's just a little bit more work that you have to do. But this was so good. And then, I met with Felicia and Jet and, Netflix team. And then it was just so easy. Jet was our very first director for the first episode. And, you know, she just like worked with me and read with me, and then Felicia read with me. And then I ended up getting a call maybe a couple of days later. But let me tell you, I'm always auditioning. I'm always auditioning. And you just never know as an actor, you never know what you're gonna get, who's gonna call back, if you get a call back. And so when I was just, you know, driving, I had my son with me, and we were just like at the park or something. And there was a moment where I had to change his diaper. So I was in the car, you know, giving him a juice box and changing his diaper. And all of a sudden my agent called me, and he was like, okay, are you sitting? And I was like, yes, I'm sitting. He was like, they want you. They gave you an offer. And I was like, I fell out. I fell out. I was hollering. I was so happy.
Yeah. As you should.
And I feel like I manifested it. Manifestation is real.
Oh, yeah.
Because like my dream was to have a show where I can pull from like a very real, emotional, visceral place and be able to act.
Yeah.
And but also fight. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have always wanted to fight on camera. I can't fight in real life, so the only time I can really, I was
you can convince me otherwise.
Okay, I was like, this is great. I was like, I feel like such a superhero.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I fell out. I was hollering and crying, and I was just like so excited.
Yeah, as you should. Like, your performance was literally one of my favorite things. I was just like completely floored. Like every time, I was just like, I was automatically drew to you as a character. I was like, yeah, she's a queen. Like straight away, you could tell. I was like 100%. Like, she's a badass. We love her. Like, any harm to her, I'm coming for Netflix at this point. You know?
Yeah. I'm so obsessed with you.
Oh my god, girl! Also,
I'm so obsessed. Wait. So, oh my god, I just thought about this. Those monsters in 8 at the very last scene with Oliver in the backyard. Yeah. Those monsters in the backyard, they're terrifying. Oh, really? Okay, can I tell you about they are. I want more of that in season 2. Like, I really need more like those gross,
scary ones. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my god.
I mean, the one that was in the lounge room, at one in Talia's lounge room, and it was all like gooey and shit. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that's I was like,
if we I feel like because Oliver was like, we're coming, we're here.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck everyone up. Let's go.
We're gonna run, bitch. I'm like, oh my god, these monsters are gonna be like running all over Savannah. Savannah is not gonna do. And poor Ben's mom, her and her little ma'am group.
Ugh.
Could you imagine them just like fleeing town?
Yeah, fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah. I don't even know. I kind of spoiled the moment. Sorry.
No, don't be silly. Don't go, please.
Spoiled a lot.
No, that's what I love. This is what my things are never professional. Okay, mom I put the camera on and I'll see what happens. Literally, I don't have it. It's like whatever happens.
We're just having a tea.
Literally.
Where's my tea? We should have like a little tea time. Tea time with Adam.
Comic-Con is gonna happen. I'm gonna manifest. I'm gonna manifest it, okay? It's gonna happen.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna be in San Diego. We're gonna be signing. We're gonna be meeting, and I'm so excited. Like, this is literally the first time I've ever done something like this. So I'm sweating thinking about it.
It's gonna be,
I'm so nervous, but it's coming from I'm hella excited. It's
gonna be
like, I cannot wait.
I can't wait for you guys. It's gonna be good promo for the show. Like, I'm gonna be chanting season 2 at the front of some shit. I don't know, with Netflix. I'll be like shouting from the rooftops at this point.
Yes. Oh my god, please. I love it.
Oh man.
What did you think about the pantry scenes? Okay, so so when they first got in the pantry and it was like getting hot and heavy and they hit the cherries. When I saw that, I was like, oh,
the cherries.
I was like, look, first off, that's so subliminal. It was so subliminal.
Yeah, subliminal, yeah. Yeah, sure.
But so subliminal. With all those cherries falling on the ground. And I was like, and then my second thought was, wow, who bought cherries in bulk? That's a lot of cherries.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot,
must have been a lot of cherries. It's like the adult brain in us. It's like, damn, like
Damn,
we need to be serious.
So hot.
It was.
I was like, oh.
Whoever, like, honestly, whoever said that this show, like Imani and Sarah have like no chemistry, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because if they watching the show, like they're watching like, oh sure,
they must have went like this, la 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 la, through the whole
literally.
thing.
I was like, who the fuck said that there was no chemistry? Because it's oh my god, it's some of the best things I've ever seen. Like,
I believe at the moment, and I love how Imani's take on Kyle is just so like she's so guarded. And she's trying to protect herself, but she's like seeping through the, like her heart for Juliet was just like slowly seeping through. So when she put that steak to Juliet and ate, and she was like,
and then Juliet went like closer, she's like, do it, like,
I'm so stressed.
And then like, cry, oh my god, I was like, no,
I know, oh my god, I'm like,
it's like
I'm tearing over right now thinking about it.
It's just I can't. No, I'm reliving it now because like it's all like I'm just not like I need it.
I know.
I need to. I mean, now we need season 2. Like, okay, so my last question would be like, where do you see your story or Talia's story going in season 2? And like, do you have any like suggestions of like where you?
Oh my gosh! First off, I want to see that fight with Jack. I need to see that fight. Jack. I need to see that tea time moment with Margot where I feel like Talia has no other choice but to merge forces.
Yeah.
Because it's so personal now.
Yeah.
It's not just
her, because now Talia's son is now with Oliver, Margot's son. So like it's kind of like we've got to get some common ground.
I feel like Margot and Talia have no other choice but then to talk and try to hash. But at the same time, if we hashed it, it would be curtain. Like there would be no
we still need that big fight scene between the two women at some point. Like it's gonna happen eventually.
It has to happen. Absolutely. I think also the lover in me just wants them to get along.
I feel this.
I just want them to ship each other? Is that
I don't think they ship each other, but like I mean they could. Like if you want to break the fourth wall, they could actually.
Realistically,
you want them to love each other. You want them to fall in love with each other, be like Missy, Ooh.
Oh my god. That'd be so hot. But no, okay, so I'm gonna be real and honest. I really do think there's gonna be a huge duel between Talia and Jack. And then we still need to know more about this guild.
Yeah, they're fucking shady. There's some shady shit going on there.
Why did JoJo just like, okay, here's some silver stakes. Go have fun. Okay, we get it. We went to war. They didn't work. Does the guild know something that we don't? Because they know more information about the legacies than the Burns do. But at the same time, I don't know. There's just I am so stressed with thinking about this. Like, yeah, I just feel like the guild knows something and we're just not getting that.
You think, and I think that's maybe what like Talia's gonna like maybe Jack will slowly learn. If when there's a season 2, like maybe we can't trust the guild because like they tried to kidnap, I'm
like we have, I don't know, there's some sketchy shit going on.
Exactly, and I don't trust them 1 second. I want to, but I don't.
Also, this power that Eleanor has, is she gonna
literally? Because I was like, because if she's just her power is compulsion, but like. It's not from Sebastian's side or Margot's side. So I was like, is there another lover involved before Sebastian or like?
Oh my God, there's so many things. So Eleanor has this power. She's in prison. Is she gonna forget and feed on everybody in prison? Is she gonna massacre? But no, she can't because they have to protect the reputation, right? So she can't just massacre the prison. But at the same time, okay, so what the hell's going on with Sebastian and the snake? Is the snake still in him? He ate the grandma. Is the grandma still alive?
Like,
is she there?
I'm so glad the grandma died, okay. There is so many questions. And then even when
Like,
he was looking in the mirror, like he had the snake like in the mirror
That's
after he turned. I'm like,
crazy.
like, is he like connected to the legacy somehow? Or like, I don't know, like there's some shit going on. There's some shady, I don't know.
Now he's got like he's got some crazy, yeah, exactly. He's got some unknown power too.
So who
Uh,
knows? Like who killed his mom? Like there are just questions. Like there's so many
Yeah.
I need to know. Like I need to
I know.
like
I know.
fuck.
So I just feel like episode 1, season 2 is going to be wild. It's gonna be wild. Yeah, it has to.
It has to be. Of course, it has to be. Well, Aubin, I want to thank you for taking the time to do this with me because, like, come on.
Fun.
It was, right?
I want to come.
Like,
I want to come back. We have to discuss more.
Oh, yeah. I will have you back anytime in person. I told you, if I see you at Comic Con, we're going to do something. We'll make it happen at some point, whatever. But yeah, you're welcome back anytime. If you want to talk just shit, whatever, come back.
Yeah.
I'll have you anytime, okay?
I love it. It's so nice to meet you finally.
You too. Oh my God, please. Like, oh my God. It's like we've known each other. Like, I swear to God, I'm just like.
I know. Oh my God.
Like, oh, I love it. Yeah. I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed with you. I cannot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Anyhow, let's please talk soon.
Please, yes, 100%. It needs to happen. Thank you so much for joining me today, morning. I mean, it's morning for you, night for me. Anyways, time zones.
Wait, where are you?
I'm in Australia.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's actually midnight right now. Like it just hit midnight.
Oh my God, go to bed. Go to bed.
No, you're worth it. You are worth it, please. You are worth it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining me. This was great. We will be doing this again, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, I will chat to you soon. Have a lovely day. And
You
that's my video with Aubin, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah! And I'll see you guys for the next one.
Keep streaming. Keep streaming.
Yes, keep streaming. We're going to get that season 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Why not?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Aubin. Have a good day. Bye.